Statements with words. A statement or proposition is a sentence that can be true or false, but not both simultaneously. Let's look at an example. Mary is awake. This sentence is a statement because Mary is either awake or Mary is not awake. Let's look at another example. Wake up. This is not a statement. It can be neither true nor false. Mary is awake is an example of an atomic statement. An atomic statement expresses a single idea. Let's look at a few more examples of atomic statements. 17 is a prime number. George Washington was the first president of the United States. 5 is greater than 6. David is left-handed. 17 is a prime number is an example of a true atomic statement. 17 is in fact a prime number. Also, George Washington was in fact the first president of the United States, so the second atomic statement is also true. 5 greater than 6, however, is false. 5 is not greater than 6. David is left-handed is either true or false. Even though we don't know who David is necessarily, and we don't know if he's left-handed or not, he has to either be left-handed or he has to not be left-handed. So this last statement must be true or false. We use logical connectives to form compound statements. The most common logical connectives are and, or, if then, if and only if, and not. Let's look at some examples of compound statements. 17 is a prime number and 0 equals 1. Michael is holding a pen, or water is a liquid. If Joanna has a cat, then fish have lungs. Albert Einstein is alive today if and only if 5 plus 7 equals 12. 16 is not a perfect square. Let's informally take a look at what the truth values of these compound statements might be. Well, in the first one, 0 equals 1 is a false statement. It follows that the whole compound statement is false. This is due to the way the word and behaves. 17 is a prime number, happens to be true, and whenever we take a true statement and a false statement, we get false. In the second one, water is a liquid, is a true statement. It follows that the whole compound statement is also true. This is because true or true is true, and false or true is also true. It doesn't matter in this case whether Michael is holding a pen or not. The result will be true regardless. It's worth mentioning that we're using the inclusive or here. And in fact, in mathematics in general, unless it's otherwise specified, we will always assume that the word or means the inclusive or. This means that we're including the case of both being true. So Michael holding a pen being true, water being a liquid being true, implies that the statement with or between those two is also true. That's called using the inclusive or. For the third one, fish have lungs is a false statement. The truth value of this compound statement depends if Joanna has a cat or not. If Joanna does have a cat, then the compound statement is false, because if true, then false is always false. On the other hand, if Joanna has a cat is a false statement, then the compound statement is true, because if false, then false is always true. In the fourth compound statement, Albert Einstein is alive today is false, and 5 plus 7 equals 12 is true. It follows that the compound statement with the if and only if is false, because false if and only if true is always false. For the last one, 16 is a perfect square is a true statement. It follows that 16 is not a perfect square is a false statement. Not true is always false. Let's take one more quick look at our logical connectives. The first four, and, or, if, then, and if and only if, are called binary connectives. The prefix bi means two, and in fact, these connectives connect two simpler statements. Not, on the other hand, is a unary connective. It is only applied to a single statement, and unary means being applied to one item. Let's finish up this section with some examples that are not statements. Are you happy? Go away. X minus 5 equals 7. This sentence is false. This sentence is true. None of these are statements. The first one, are you happy, is a question. The second one, go away, is a command. X minus 5 equals 7 has an unknown variable. We could easily turn this third one into a statement by replacing the variable by a specific number. But as it is now, it's not to be considered a statement. The last two are self-referential sentences, which are never considered statements. This sentence is false is known as the liar's paradox, and this sentence is true is known as a vacuous affirmation.